It is Friday morning and we are starting the day over in Toy Store 2.0. We made a little bit of progress yesterday, but it's still kind of a mess. So first thing this morning, I like to get my Whatnot shows prepped up, ready to go by noon. So we have several hours to do that. No big rush there, sorta. All right. There's always a rush, it feels like, around here. But yesterday we kind of just left it at this. Random tubs laying around. We were able to clean out a couple Gaylords up at the front, and then we were getting into the last of that Gaylord there. Bigger items. I saw a lot of bigger items in here, and I did dig out some really cool Lego that I took over to the shop. But I will make a path back to this. To me, it looks like big Mimikyus, these 10-inch Funko Pops. Some of the Gigglescape sports balls, but definitely some bigger items in here. So I should be able to get this one cleared out pretty quick. I'm saying that, but then I'm seeing, what is that, Lego down there? Let's just take a look while we're here. Let's kick some of this stuff around and see what we got. You know, one or two of those balls. What do we got here? Lego Star Wars. This is the TIE Fighter, TIE Bomber. Haven't seen this set in a while. That looks pretty good. More Mimikyus, which I'm going to run some of these today. MrBeast Tigers. Some mystery boxes. And yeah, is that the Simpsons house? I bet that's one of those Simpsons couch dioramas. So I'm going to get into that. It shouldn't take me very long to get through that. And then I'm going to button up. Oof. Once I get through that, I will really start working on this. It'll all come together at once, like it always does. It's going to look like a big mess, and then you'll look up and be like, hey, we made a lot of progress today. Now, as far as the toy store, do I think the toy store is going to be busy? No, it's Halloween. People are going to be out trick-or-treating, and that's what I kind of expect to happen today. We will have our candy bowl out over here. And we spent some time going through the toy store yesterday and doing a little bit of rearranging. We got our Toys for Tots box going already. And yes, toy store looks really good. Holiday shopping season, 3 weeks, right? It's going to kick off in about 3 weeks. And we are pretty excited. It's going to be crazy around here for about a month. And then it will be crickets for a little bit. But we were actually pretty busy last January. January was a decent month. People still had cash to spend, and we'll just see how it goes this year. But this is where I am going to start this morning. I'm going to get this fixed up, kind of pull some stuff from Whatnot tubs, and we're going to run these Hypergel clutch guns 2 at a time. We had some success with this a couple shows ago. We just said, hey, you get them both, separate shipping. It makes it easier to box them up, get them out of here. We have so many of those. Quite a bit of plush to run today. Plush does really well. Yes, I'm as surprised as anybody, but plush does do pretty good on Whatnot. And that's kind of what the battle plan is. Looks like we kind of got a box full of these Hypergel guns. I think I listed 10 2-packs, so 20 guns total. And I did mention this yesterday, unless there's some type of Halloween miracle, October is going to end up being the slowest month of the year for us, same as last year. So yes, we did more, way more than we did last year, but it was slower than the months around it, if that makes any sense. We're gonna try to run some larger toys today. The good thing about Whatnot, everything bundle ships. So if you're buying more, you get more product, you get better shipping. The bad thing about Whatnot, sometimes finding the right size boxes for some of this larger stuff to bundle with all the other toys is really a pain. But I'm gonna quit talking so much and get to working. This Gaylord beside me here, it's going to be a nightmare. But this one, we're getting a lot closer. A lot of scuff stuff in here too. I think this must have been one of the tubs we just piled scuff stuff in. What's he got on him, anything? Pineapple guy. The bottom of the Gaylord, always an interesting deal. Sonic 3, Lego, this is Speed Champion stuff. Jimmy Uso, and then there was a Moe's Tavern's phone laying in there. We've gotten a bunch of those. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So I'm getting closer, right? And the show kicks off probably 4 hours. And I know that seems like a long time away, but 4 hours when you're trying to prep, clean, sort, and all that, it goes by pretty quick. So where are we at with the tubs? They're filling up, okay? We've gotten a lot better at running items, deciding what to keep going with, like if plush kind of dies out or a toy isn't running very well, kind of shelf it for a little bit, come back to it, and a lot of times it'll pick up if you have more than one of them. Say you have like 20 MrBeast Lab tigers, run a few of them. When they start to kind of die off, you switch to something else. It's kind of an art actually, but it is a lot of fun. The sheer amount of wasted time is blowing my mind. I've spent probably 3 or 4 hours just shuffling, right? We have to come up with something else. I don't know if we need to find some big laundry style hampers that are foldable, you know, those big canvas hampers where when we get a pallet in, we just separate it right there, have 3 or 4 or 5 of those hampers. This is big stuff, this is scuff, this is small, this is whatever, but this is not going to work anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. I bet 40, 50 man hours wasted moving stuff around in a week and a half. That's probably not an exaggeration, but as you can see, we've got a few things moved around. I'm going to try to get this pallet full of stuff over here, and I don't even know, guys. Like, very discouraging. But you have to get through it. We got to work through it, continue to try to get the best system we can get down for whatever the situation we have here is, and eventually, you know, get some money built up, get some things rolling our way, make sure it's sustainable, and then we can talk what's the future look like, because this is not the best way to do this. There has to be an easier way. But on a side note, the good news is plenty of case pack wish dolls. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Here is where we are at. It is about 1:30. And the post office brought us a bunch of priority and flat rate boxes. We will definitely use those. I kind of packed these Gaylords, or that one Gaylord that was left over there, and these tubs I just put right here. Boxes, we've got plenty of boxes right there. And then I sort of cleaned the walkway up here. I need to do some sweeping, some more rearranging. And I am just about ready to roll here. I've got to pick up this, get this done, move some tables around. I am starting to set up the old whatnot show station here. And if we can kind of see where my tripod is, I've got a couple of marks on the floor. Gives me the best idea where I want to be with my tripod, right? I'm going to box these TMNT turtles up here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to box those up, bag them up, I guess. We're going to run those as 2-packs. I've got to do my giveaways, and I'm pretty much ready to roll. I still got a little bit of time. I need to get my iPad over here, but it should be a pretty good show, right? And unfortunately, we don't have anything scheduled out again until next week. So we're going to do today's show, and then it's going to be like, all right, take a bunch of time off. But I do have some things to do Monday, so maybe it's better like that. It's always a big deal getting everything ready. It feels like it all comes together at the last minute sometimes. We've got enough inventory, but you want to have a really strong variety when you're doing these shows. And we've got a lot of case pack stuff that does well, but we still want that variety in there. I've got all my tags printed, right? And I'll show everybody what our tags look like. I don't know if I ever explained that. We have a couple different categories we run, like smalls, mediums, large. It's all based on weight. Some of it's size, but then once an item sells, you're just running it in order and you tag it up. And then when you print the packing slip, It just has this tag number. It doesn't have an item description, nothing like that. It's Saturday morning and I am here pretty early. I have to set up all the tables for the shippers, get all the boxes out, print the labels for yesterday's Whatnot show. I think we sold, I don't know, the package count was about 140 items, but it takes an hour to set up. It takes an hour to kind of tear down. So that's what I'm doing first thing this morning. And what else do we have going? After today, after getting the shipping done for today, we won't have another Whatnot shipping day until Wednesday. We're not doing any shows this weekend, and this is what we've got to package up here. So we kind of had a little bit bigger of a show yesterday, but it seemed like it was the same amount of packages. So no matter how many items we sell, it's always around 120, 130 packages, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. As far as where I left off yesterday with 2.0, this is all that's left of the kind of Gaylord stuff right in here. I packed it into tubs, kind of piled it up, and a lot of this will go to the shop today. Speaking of the shop, I am the only one working today, so I will have the shop, and the shop's looking pretty good. First day of November, so I'm not sure exactly how things will go this month, but I know in about 3 weeks, it's going to get really, really crazy in here, and I'm kind of looking around just to see what's going on. Toy store looks really good, nice and full, lots of Lego, but we have a bunch of Lego coming in. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days, we will have 200 sets, I would say, and that's just going to keep rolling like that. We're going to keep getting toys in all the way through November, December, January. We're just going to keep going, right? The biggest problem is, where are we going to put it all? So I'm just kind of taking a glance here. And like I said, the shop looks really good. It would be nice if we had a really, really busy weekend, cleared some of this stuff out, and I could bring toys over from 2.0 and make some space over there. But what needs to go right here? I need to hang some stuff up right there. That's dead space. What do we got? We need some of the dresses too. All right, so I've got things to do. I've got things to stock. Got to stock some shelves, which that's what I'm going to spend today doing. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Take some real time, not worry about setting up any Whatnot shows, just getting over here and stocking up the toy store to the brim. Get as many, yes, it's early in the morning. Get as many toys possible in there as we can. And I'm going to finish setting up tables, bubble wrap, tape, all the things that, I don't know. We will start printing off labels. I'm going to get that done. And we sold a lot of plush yesterday. Plush kind of saved the show. It was Halloween, but you know, we got through it. And we did sell a flat rate box. So we wanted to try a couple things, right? We took a bunch of items, a bunch of random items, some mystery stuff, a little bit of everything. We put it into a flat rate box and we said, hey, you get whatever's in this flat rate box. And it went for like 50 bucks. So I think we're going to be doing some more of that. Not necessarily mystery flat rate boxes, but flat rate boxes that have random items. The post office will definitely be here this morning. He said they will pick everything up today, so I'm trying to prepare for that at the same time. We stack everything up for the post office on these pallets, wheel it out. That way they don't have to make a bunch of trips in and out of the shop. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't, right? So that's that. I got to get the tags printed. That was kind of a struggle bus. Not going to church it up. It felt really difficult, especially with these bigger items. But we got everything done. Everything's piled up, ready for the post office. 138 packages. Now, I don't have anybody to work the shop today. I think I mentioned that. So I have to pull double duty. I got to get this kind of torn down from the shipping. And this, again, is where we're kind of wasting more time than we really need to. Tearing up, moving stuff around, And we won't have another show again until Tuesday. So you can hear customers in the background. I've got my cameras going. And we used a lot of boxes today, so I'm gonna work on that. And we will check back in here shortly. Saturday morning in the toy store. Doesn't feel like I get as much time over here as I used to, but I'm gonna take this weekend, kind of soak it up. Robert might come in this afternoon and help me out just a little bit, but I think I just saw a stuffed animal on the floor, which happens occasionally. Every time you get a group of customers, you gotta take a lap, make sure everything is on the up and up, right? I'm trying to do some puzzles, free up some space next door, but the store is looking really good, but it's gonna need to look good, okay? And yes, I did see the random stuffed animal of the day. Sunday morning, and I am kind of wiped out. I don't know if I'm under the weather or what's going on, but I'm gonna move some stuff around again today. It's kind of the story of my life. I'm gonna move this stuff out, this Gaylord with the scuff stuff. I'm going to move some of these Fisher-Price animal farmhouses out, move the other ones over here, and get that space cleaned out a little bit. Maybe put some boxes back there, something like that. But the goal is expect 12 Gaylords in here tomorrow. Just kind of expecting that to show up tomorrow afternoon. Tuesday by the latest. It's only coming from a couple hours away, so it shouldn't take that long. And again, a lot of time spent shuffling things around. Disney Up House. Wonder if this is good. It's taped at the top, but we'll take a look at it. Some of these have definitely been sitting around a while, right? Look at the dust. We've been selling the heck out of these in the shop at 30 bucks, $32. But man, look at that. I can taste the dust. Woo! I'll have to get these dusted off and then we'll get them where they're going, but that's pretty dusty. We've been selling 5, 6, 7 of these a Whatnot show. So I want to peel some of them off, get them out of here, stack them over by the Whatnot shipping area. Wow, like there's an actual area. It's just right over there by the computer. I think we've got probably 130 of these left, 120. So we've got quite a few. Probably better off not even getting these wet. Just wipe it down, no need for a wet wipe. It already feels a little bit better. I'm gonna stash some of the bigger items that we're not gonna sell right away back here and maybe peel some of these games off. We're gonna start doing flat rate game packs, mystery packs, things like that. We've got a lot of toys that'll go into those boxes. I did one on the last show where we had like random keychains, mystery balls, there was some Lego in there, just a little bit of everything into a flat rate box. Showed everybody what was in it and then ripped it off, and it went for like 50 bucks. So if you could throw 4 or 5 of those in a show, it'd be a lot of fun. But I am going to start moving some stuff around. Get all of this right through here condensed. I want to get this pushed back and we will just kind of see. Sunday afternoon, probably about 1 o'clock, okay? So Erica, my niece, she's working the toy store, which lets me get some of this cleaned up. And it's already starting to look a little bit better. Again, it's probably gonna look like a mess until it all comes together. We're gonna have to get 12 Gaylords in here, so all of this will be cleaned out. And then we have a show on Tuesday. We're opening case packs of Air Rescue, Sky Patrol, and then we have case packs of MrBeast Tiger. So we're also filling in the back wall here at the same time for the Whatnot show. And then hopefully by the time we run the show, between cleaning out all those tubs, opening case packs, sorting out toys, we will have enough to do the show Tuesday. And I can almost feel like those Gaylords are gonna be here Monday, but we're gonna keep at it, get the rest of this cleaned up, and we will be done for the day. Right, Erica, done for the day? I don't even know where to start. Okay, this will be in here. What do we got in this tub? All right, some FAO Schwartz clothing. Another dyno end. One of these wheels. This tub almost looked like it was ready to run. Has that been opened? No. And then we've got some smaller items in here. This is missing the figure. Some smaller items in here, which leads me to believe this was going to go in a small tub. So I've already got one of those going. Small tubbage. All right, these things we need to run as combo packs. Just throw that away, that's all scuffed up. We're rolling into Monday morning, and this video is going to be a lot of days combined into one, but that's okay. Kind of summing up how the weekend went, what's going on in Toy Store 2.0. And if we're looking around, we are kind of ready to go, right? 12 Gaylords should be here tomorrow or Wednesday. So today is kind of a pickup day, right? We've got a lot of things just randomly laying around the floor. We need to vacuum. And I want everyone to take a look at what we got. That truckload that we got, plus there was another 6 to 8, 10 Gaylords, I can't remember exactly. We basically were through it, right? We've got some case pack stuff left, MrBeast Lab toys. These are the Paw Patrol. You've got some of the plush, the Red Panda plush, and our farmhouses. So yes, we have some case pack stuff left, but those are items we will sprinkle in with our whatnot loads, with our toys next door, and we'll sell them a little bit at a time. And speaking of whatnot, we are prepping for tomorrow's show. So this is kind of what the prep's starting to look like. Hopefully by the end of the day, we will have this cleaned up. And I'm not going to stay all day today. This is supposed to be my day off, but I will be here until like 2 or 3. So we are also doing our flat rate boxes. We tried one of these on our whatnot show where we picked a bunch of random open box items or things we were trying to kind of throw in together as themes. And we're going to be doing flat rate box day. So this is what a flat rate box might look like. This is a couple builder sets, a Lego set, a few more builder sets, a bigger builder set, and some stuffies. Just kind of the builder theme with a few things thrown in there to top it off. But we figure we've got enough loose stuff, we've got enough small stuff, we can really make up some flat rate boxes, and it'll be something different. It'll be a different type of show. Should be a lot of fun, almost like a mystery box, but we'll show everybody what you're getting. And here's another one we made up. This has got another Lego set, Peanuts mystery toy, a hex bug, a couple Tony. You've got a magic 8-ball. I think we kind of get the idea, right? A little bit of everything, almost like a stocking stuffer box. And my phone is ringing, so let's see who that is. Okay. I am restocking red pandas. These FAO Schwartz red pandas. We've been selling about, I don't know, 15 or 20 of these a show. They go really well. And we've got them new in box, or new in plastic, case packs of them. And yes, very popular. Like I said, probably 20 a show. I think we average 10 to 15 bucks a piece. And we always bag our plush before we ship it. And the reason why is because it could get dirty, dusty. And as a matter of fact, we just had a review come through that said, hey, I'm glad you guys bagged my plush. It didn't get dirty, it didn't get dusty, no pallet dust. And it's just a little bit more professional to bag it. So I'm going to throw another box of those up there. I've got my MrBeast Lab toys going. And it's easier to try to do this a little bit at a time, redo the kind of whatnot wall, than to wait until tomorrow and try to do it all at once. It just really sneaks up on you. And that's gonna help me clear out some of this area over here. So yeah, 2 boxes of these ought to do fine for tomorrow. And then I'll throw some more over at the shop. $9.99 is what we charge at the shop. So as long as we can get something comparable to that on whatnot, I'm happy. Not to mention, we have a whole bunch of these. So it'll be nice to cycle through these before Christmas, get them out of here. one thing I wanted to talk about, giveaways on Whatnot. So we do random Funko giveaways for like the follower giveaways. And I actually had somebody leave us a 1-star review because they said they didn't get their giveaway, but they did. 4 days after they won the giveaway, including over the weekend, it was delivered to their house. So in my mind, you know, what I'm thinking is that you should not be able to do reviews on giveaways on Whatnot. A buyer's giveaway, maybe. You bought some stuff, you might be entitled to an opinion on that, but it's a giveaway. And to go on somebody's page and give them a 1-star review because you didn't get your giveaway, just because you want some credits on Whatnot is what I'm guessing, that is not cool. It's really not. What do we got in here? This is gonna be, let's open this up. Here we go, Target mystery boxes. And speaking of mystery boxes, we have a NECA blind box coming to the shop today. I'm kind of interested to see what's in that. It's a horror blind box. Should have, I think my brother said 10 to 12 figures in it, and we are kind of excited to see what is in it. We got it straight from NECA, right? We didn't mess around. Oh, this is one of the Shark Monster Jam deals. So there that is. We do sell these in the shop. Has this been destroyed? What's going on with this? Or is that just how that comes? No, I don't think so. Like, look, it just looks like it, maybe it came unsnapped here. There it goes. All right, so it just looks like it came unsnapped. No big deal. Looks like it's still new in the package. I think, are they supposed to come dented up like that? I'm gonna have to take a look at another one we've got in the shop. You can kind of see it though, right? It almost looks like it got smashed in there. I'll take a look at the one we got in the shop. I think we have 1 or 2 of these in the shop, and we'll double check and see what's going on there. But like I was talking about earlier, we've got most of this load done. This is the last loose pallet left, and it's mostly bigger items. So lots of stuff that's going into the shop. And then of course, this is the things that need to be checked scuff stuff bin. The stuff that either needs to be tossed or checked. Like this TMNT van. There's not even a van in there. You just get the remote with the donuts. Her head's broke off. Who knows what's going on here? This scientific microscope, it's probably no good. Opened up Gravedigger, I'm guessing. MrBeast Lab that's been opened and messed with. I think we kind of get the idea, right? That stuff you can't even sell at an open box sale. You might as well just get rid of it. All right, this is the NECA blind box my brother got. I'm kind of surprised they just threw them in a box like this, but let's take a look at what we got here. Jaws, this is Hooper. And of course, this is all NECA stuff, NECA blind box. Jaws, Hooper, and I can't remember what he told me he paid for these. Halloween 3. Okay. This is the horror one, by the way. Halloween 2. It looks like you've got, yeah, Halloween 2. This is Frankenstein. This is pretty cool. Frankenstein glows in the dark. And then we'll just go like this. Frankenstein, warning there's a monster loose. And then Mummy, the Mummy. There we go, the Mummy. Creatures from the Black Lagoon. Now some of these we've had. We've had this one, I think we've had the Mummy, maybe. Creatures from the Black Lagoon. Conjuring 2. Aliens. Very cool. Conjuring 2. There's the dude. Another alien. This is a different one. So some really cool alien stuff. Another aliens. We've had this one. This is Misfits. I believe we've had this, but a different variation maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 figs. And I do not remember what he paid for these, but he got them right off the website. I think he just wanted to see what they were all about. So there that is. And I actually think that's going to be a video. I'm going to continue working. I want to get this cleared out before tomorrow, but I also want to get into it, and I don't even know what this video is going to be about. Right now, I'm cleaning this out. Okay, I'm just going to finish doing it. Some of these Mimikyus. This is all bigger items, but I want to get this out of here by the end of the day. So the next time we'll pick it up will probably be before tomorrow's Whatnot show, delivery day, something like that. I hope everybody is having a good start to your week. This is a Monday. I'm not going to spend all day out here. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace.